Rico here, back uploaded again on your computer screens. Let's talk, let's sit down, let's talk a little bit about nationalistic Korean people and how these people can kind of affect your stay in Korea or kind of affect your emotional psyche period depending on how thick your skin is, to be honest with you. So, nationalistic Korean people, I wouldn't qualify all of them as being racist, but there are some traits that they exhibit that might rub people that aren't Korean the wrong way. Especially we could say like black people the wrong way. I've had some experiences, most of them being when I started learning Korean and going to Korean school, and just how Korean people are really prideful about who they are. So prideful that they would exclude people that did not look like them. And to them, because they do come from a homogenous society, it does seem like that it's okay behavior to, you know, to be like, well, you're different, so you're not like us, you're not allowed to sit with us, you're not allowed to be anywhere near us, just get away from us right now because you are not Korean. Basically something completely like that. I've had people that I guess quote unquote were my friends who would sit in front of me and blatantly say, I do not want to teach people. Mind you, this person was in the educational school system somewhat, and he said, I do not want to teach people that are not Korean. I really only want to teach people that are Korean. And at the time, I was a little devastated because, mind you, this was years ago when I was a Korea boo, and I really wanted to just be included. I really just wanted to be included, you guys. I was learning Korean, I liked the K-pop and Korean dramas, and I just wanted to be seen as a human being. I didn't want to be seen as an alien. Ooh, the lighting got kind of bad there. Trying to move this around. I didn't want to be seen as a other, you know, like on those old versions of the McDonald's cup where they have soda, water, other. Like when you think about me and my beautiful chocolateiness and my chocolate skin, it's like automatically I think every Korean would be like, you are other. And it really hurt me a lot because I was trying so hard, you know, but some Korean people, not excusing the fact that they are from a homogenous society or that they just might not know, because I do not believe in giving Korean people or anybody who treats someone just disrespectfully because they're not like them a pass. I don't give people like that a pass, and I don't believe that anyone else should, but sometimes they do believe they're being really nationalistic and just not trying to understand the world outside of their own Korea created bubble is okay. And I'm just here to tell you guys that you will meet people like this who think that it is okay to just be like, since you're not like us, you're not allowed to be with us, we're allowed to treat you any type of way, we're allowed to talk to you any type of way. But if you run across these people, I tell you, don't go on YouTube crying and making story times about how these Korean people have done you wrong. Nip that in the bud right when it happens. So if someone says something, they might not know that it's offensive all the time. Sometimes they might know that it's offensive. You know, there's some people that do know. I believe the dude that said that, I think he knew because he looked at me. But sometimes they might not realize that it's culturally offensive, and you're talking about a skin tone and you're sitting up there a whole damn black person. Make sure that you let them know that that's not okay, so that maybe they can take a second look at themselves and be like, okay, maybe I was being kind of rude. Maybe it was wrong for me to say dark skin is ugly or I don't want dark skin. Because people, for the most part, they sometimes need to be checked. You know, sometimes you need to check people. I had another guy that was my friend, and I really had to check him. We had like a whole conversation over bulgogi about how the relation between black people and Korean people was kind of a little awkward a little bit. I mean, not for everyone, but the history is kind of awkward. And it really opened his eyes, and he started to see things more from my perspective, because there are a lot of black people that were into K-pop and that want to get into Korea, but after you see the blackface and the anti-blackness and the things that keep happening in K-pop, a lot of black people get turned off. I'm telling you from experience, none of the people that I started learning Korean with still learn Korean or even have an interest in Korean. A lot of it has to do because they see a lot of things that happen in South Korea that turns them off. And it has to do with the blackface, has to do with us being the center of the joke or the butt of the joke because we have beautiful black skin. Beautiful melanated skin that's beautiful, but all the while you don't see black people trying to take anything from Korean people as far as our music and entertainment, but you see Korean people making tons of money off our rap and R&B and our soul music, and they trying to dance like us. Sing like us, dress like us, wear their hair like us, but we're not doing that to them. So it's like people might say, well, why should they have to learn about black culture? Why should they have to respect you? Because you taking part of my culture away and using it to make money in your own country. And no, this does not have to do with only Korean people. It has to do with everybody that's taking my culture and using it. I'm not saying we can't share it, but respect my people. Respect my people. That's all I'm saying. It's a simple thing. Respect my people. You can't be talking about my people and then you want to go and be rapping and singing or dancing like a black person or dancing like Beyonce. You can't do that. You know, it really hurts. It hurts. It hurts as a black person to see this, and I'm tired of it. So what happens now is, because of all of this that's happened with my experiences of me learning Korean culture, I've learned to love my own race. You know, I've learned to love the beauty in my own race, in my own skin color, in my own culture, and our kinky nappy hair and everything. So when someone says, well, I don't like you because you're black, I don't like you because black people are ugly, I say, okay, whatever, forget you. I'll stay with my own. I see the beauty in my own. I don't need validation from Korean people. I don't need validation from white people. I don't need validation from Hispanic people. I don't need validation from anybody. Only thing I need is validation from myself. And I see that validation in the beauty of my own culture. So I still like Korea. I still like Asian culture, but I also like my own. And I see the beauty in my own. So I have stability in who I want to be as a person through that. So, you know, there's always going to be Korean people that are somewhere talking about black people. They online, they're famous for saying, I look like a Hookien because I tanned, and making fun of us and laughing and just doing all this stupid stuff. And they think it's okay because they think that people who are not Korean don't see that. But I'm telling you, we see it. And you need to stop. But I'm telling you, people, be strong. I'm not saying like don't go to Korea. That's definitely not my intent. Go to Korea because we need people to stand up against stuff like this. We need people to go to Korea and be black, beautiful, and strong, so that they can see it. Even if you're like, oh, they're ugly, they look like monkeys or anything. I mean, still, if black people in history didn't persevere in things like that, we wouldn't be getting as far as we're getting now. We still have a long way to go, but we wouldn't be making progress that we're making now. So this is a lot to think about. I hope you guys got something out of this video. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. I do have a Twitter, but my blogger, I do a blogger on East Asian pop culture. This is getting dark again. My beautiful melanated skin. My beautiful melanated skin. So remember, you guys, stay real, be real, live in the real, and I will be back. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like this video. Just like this.
is. Maybe I'll find another you.